We moved into my grandparents' house in 2016. I was 9. They were downsizing, and the place had been in our family since the early 90s. It sat on 5 acres at the edge of a small southern town, woods, fields, and a slow, muddy river right behind it. It was quiet, peaceful, except for the house next door. That one felt wrong from the start. It looked like it was sinking into the ground, old, crooked, with patchy add-ons like someone stapled extra rooms to it without thinking. The siding was always damp, even on dry days. The yard was a mess, overgrown bushes, broken fountains, gnomes missing heads, old trash tangled in tree branches. 2 elderly sisters lived there, Violet and Agnes, and 3 kids. The boy, Liam, was my age. We were in the same class, so we ended up around each other a lot. I didn't like him. He'd just show up at my house. No knocking, no texts. One time I turned around and he was standing in my room. Another time, I caught him doing cannonballs in our pool like it was his. He wasn't fun. He was weird. He was obsessed with anime, would say random lines in Japanese and get mad when I didn't laugh. Sometimes he'd look at me like he was thinking about something violent. Once he chased me around with a pair of garden shears. Another time, on a wooden bridge near the creek, I swear he tried to push me in. He said it was a joke. But the way he smiled told me it wasn't. The twins were different. Quiet, dirty clothes, speech so garbled they sounded like toddlers even though they were 7. They flinched when you got too close. It was obvious no one at home was helping them. Their mom was Teresa. The first time I met her, she asked me to help her hook up a hose near the edge of our yard. I turned the faucet easily and she gasped, told me I was so strong, said she was lucky I came over. Then she smiled and said, "Did you know you have a third eye?" I didn't know what to say. She explained, "We all have one, not a physical eye, a spiritual one. It lets you see the truth." Then she asked me to come inside, and I did. The smell hit me first, rot, mildew, something worse. Trash everywhere, food on plates, dirty diapers stuffed behind the couch. I wanted to leave, but Teresa grabbed my wrists and led me upstairs. Her room was the opposite. Clean, pink wallpaper, rose-scented air, glass dolls on shelves. She told me to sit on a stool. Then she opened a drawer and pulled out a silver tray, a black candle, a crystal, a leather book with a pentagram on the front. My stomach turned. I was raised Catholic. I knew what that symbol meant. Then I saw more of them, on the mirror, on a jewelry box, even scratched into the floor. I got up, said my mom needed me, and ran. In 2019, Agnes had a heart attack and died in that house, right in front of the kids. Not long after, Liam disappeared. Rumor was he tried to hurt one of the twins and was sent away. My parents sat us down that night and made it clear we were never to go near that family again. That's when things started making sense. The weird looks, the fear, the way the twins never smiled. Eventually, the rest of them moved away. They left Violet behind. She died alone in 2020. Later, one of my old teachers bought the house and started renovating it. She tore most of it down, but kept the original section from the 1920s. Teresa's old room. She invited us over to see the changes. It was all new, fresh paint, open floors, modern everything. But when I stepped into that room, I felt it. Flor remembered. I made an excuse and left. A year later, she asked me to dog sit while they were out of town. I said yes, easy money. The first few nights were fine. But on the last night, one of the dogs started barking at the stairs. The other backed away, whimpering. Then I heard a thump. Upstairs. Then another, louder. I didn't stay to find out. I locked the door and ran. That should have been the end of it. But just a few months ago, someone told me they saw Teresa. She was at a farmer's market in a nearby town. She runs some kind of spiritual group now, calls herself a truth seer. She lives out in the woods with her followers. Flyers have started popping up on telephone poles. I don't trust her. I don't trust any of it. I think she brought something dark into that house, and I don't think it ever left. I still dream about her. And Liam, standing at the foot of my bed, not speaking, just watching. And every time I pass by that house, even now, I get chills. Because no matter how clean it looks, how fresh the paint is, or how bright the windows are, that place remembers. And it never let go.